So it is Saturday the 18th of October, and from upstairs the grass has been cut a bit. Obviously the moles have been a bit active, but the grass has been cut. And in here, in the baby room, it's all becoming whiter. So we now have doors on, we now have primed walls, we now have little skirting boards on all the way around. That's the painted banister for the stairs. And it's all looking rather white, really. In the bedroom with the dormer, it's again all looking rather white. Could feasibly be finished in here, but I think there's still another layer of paint to go. And things like this little closing box that goes up to the mechanism for the window blind yet to be done, and obviously the radiator's not in yet. But all looking very nice. And doors again. In the bathroom, nothing's changed. The noise is again the dehumidifier's going. There's the acid extractor thing going up there, and this ceiling hasn't been painted yet. Ah, there's Jenna carrying a bag of sweets.
Not for me.
Oh no. And in daylight, here's now the way that the doors work for the ensuite in the bedroom to the right upstairs. So, still beautifully not carpeted, still see into the room, and so that's the room door on the left and the bathroom door on the right, and they sort of don't meet, they miss by a good sort of inch and a half or so. And then behind them sits the little door which is locked that goes into the cupboard where the central heating boiler is. So in daylight, what you can see in the little ensuite, where you can't see the floor again because it's all covered up, is the fact that the ceiling's been done. We still need to put a sealant in all these rooms, but it's all been done. All looking ready for the wall radiator and the toilet and the basin to come in. And in this bedroom, we've now got the doors on as well as in the other bedroom, and looking very nice. And there's the new window stuff on the window. We were worried this catch wasn't working properly, but then I've just noticed that the little extender's not in yet. And look, more cut grass. You have to be careful on that though, because it's a bit bloody bumpy. We'll never get the goalposts in straight. Yeah, so I think that's it for up here. So, downstairs, past the dehumidifier, to the white window, white door frame at the front there. So, this is boring, but we'll do it anyway. Into the cupboard. So, here, where is it? Here are the sort of exit bits and pieces for the TV wires, for the antenna wires, and of these sets of groups, this bottom set, which are all currently down, these ones, are the ones for the ovens in the kitchen and for the dishwashers and for the fridge and for the ones in the garage too, so we've got room for expansion there. But everything in that group is currently down, just in case you ever need it. Good. So in the garage, not lots changed. The doorway is now completely fitted in, and this monstrous cupboard has appeared. The monstrous cupboard at the bottom houses all the work and the bits and pieces for central heating, but it'll have some drawers up in it. So this is going to be a decent bit of storage space. It will be painted white, but it is a bit of a monster. You know, it's about 8 feet high, and it should have some plug sockets coming out the side of it. So we need to make sure that the builder knows there are going to be plug sockets coming out the side of that. Otherwise, I have a feeling they won't appear. Yeah. Anyway, so here's the door frame. I think I showed the other day. Now this bit's yet to be painted. The spotlight above here still doesn't work. Downstairs toilet with a door, but sadly no toilet. This room in the daylight. new windows. Nothing's changed in here. We still need to have the ceiling painted in here, but all looking quite nice. So that's the little door to the ensuite, and then out to the living room. Nothing's really changed in the office. Just getting progressively whiter. Still waiting for that window to come in and take away all the moisture that's there. All good. And this room again is just getting progressively whiter, so the insides of the doors are now done. The pieces of tape that you can see on the windows there are to replace window panes, and there's another one of them over there on that window. But again, just getting progressively whiter. The walls in here aren't painted yet. They're going to be spray painted with the slightly textured stuff. So in the fireplace, this is the colour of the shelf bit, and it's very, very similar to the colour of the windowsill as it's going to be in the kitchen, which is not there yet, and very similar to what I want for that section down there, and then some grey tiles inside the hearth. This grate is actually just sitting flush with the back of the fireplace there, and the drawer comes straight out really easily, so I don't think there's any reason to replace that at the moment. And into the kitchen in daylight. Yeah, so from the far corner, from the wet corner, there it is, leading up to the front window, neighbour cleaning the front of the house, and Maria's flower pot that she put in when we first moved the kitchen in, and then from the old extractor side, there are the units with the bits and pieces in them, and from the hob side, there's the huge space where a kitchen table is going to go in. So we're waiting some switches and things. This passive extractor is in at the top there, obviously that will be finished off, and what you can see also is that the walls have now been primed, so they're all ready to go, where they were soggy last week. So, actually let's go out the kitchen door. A couple of bits outside. So the first bit outside is obviously the grass, which is looking a lot more better than it was. Someone has mysteriously taken away 18 bags of garden rubbish, a load of branches, and all the packaging for the kitchen, which I'd left here, hoping to put out this weekend. But anyway, there is the hooded extractor end for the extractor fan, and it's pointing downwards so that it doesn't go straight up into the screen there. And should ever be needed, there is where the wires now aren't sticking up out the ground, where the antenna is now connected. So we're now sort of kind of done outside, I think. Some of the paintwork's quite grubby, but we're starting to get there. And the space for the shed obviously is in this corner. So last weekend I cut back all of these trees so that they're sort of level with the edge of the paving stones here, so that you can actually see that there's sort of a hole cut in where a shed can hopefully go. And I think it would be quite a good thing to do. So that's it for now, I think. Righto, bye.